I bought 7 airplanes sight unseen off of Facebook Marketplace for $100,000. And the goal is to be able to sell 6 of them and keep this one. It's all metal. That is fantastic. How are those lights powered? Is it just magic? I hope this is the part. What else do we got on this airplane? Condition-wise, it looks pretty darn good. All I know is we need to get all of them sold for at least 100 so I can have that one for free. 100% more comfortable than the Cub. This one. Now, yes, this one, a couple things has some issues, but hey, it's 77 years old, but it's an awesome Piper Cub. That was the first plane. The second plane was the mini-me version of this. Brings us to the third airplane. That's this one, the Luscombe 8A, which has the exact same engine, basically the exact same airplane as that, just with, slightly different design. Now I'm hoping that we'll be able to sell the 6 of them and I'll be able to get that Piper Cub for free. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this one works and runs the way it's supposed to. In the last video, we did get it started. It was a pain in the butt to get it started, but it did start. And we do know that it needs a couple things. 77 years old is also this airplane. Metal frame on this one, or metal body here, and fabric up here. Whereas the Cub is fabric all the way around it. Pretty neat. Yeah, well, let's take a look around. Brown. Hershey bar brown is what that is. Almond right here. Those are yummy. Also, no alternator, no generator, no starter. You gotta man up and sling that thing too. But this one has doors. Look at that. And the seating is side by side, where the Cub is like this, tandem, and this one is side by side. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, well, let's take a look over here. Metal control surfaces, that's kind of neat. So this is fabric here, and this is metal there. These are really smooth controls on this one too. If this one is in super good condition, actually I have no earthly idea how much this airplane is worth. Not a clue. All I know is we need to get all of them sold for at least 100 so I can have that one for free. It's all metal. That is fantastic. Condition-wise, it looks pretty darn good. We had a couple of little paint cracks here and there, but the material itself, man, is really, really nice. I'm not hearing any mud daubers in here. That's always good. Struts here. Paint on it's in really good condition. Well, let's hop inside and take a tour of the cockpit. How are those lights powered? Is it just magic? Like static electricity? What? How? So we got your slip skid over here. That tells you coordinated turn, that kind of thing. Your airspeed, altitude, how you are. We got a vertical speed, climb. That's optimistic, I think. And then your RPMs, of course. Oh, it goes backwards on this one. It goes this way. Most of them go around that way. Don't I have any idea? Oh, this is probably for the lights. That makes sense. It's the only switch in here. It's not labeled, but
I do like the skylight though.
that is nice. He actually did say if he was to fly any of them to Florida, it would be this one. It'd be because it's the most comfortable to fly. Right. Landing though, he said it's a little more touchy on the landing because the nose gear is a little bit closer and the tail is a little bit shorter for where the nose is, so it wants to, spin on you a lot easier than the Cub does. Well, how about you say, move those out of the way. Let's see if we can't get this one fired up. One issue we already know about this airplane is this little funky little fuel bowl right there. This is called a gascolator. Yeah, and it's soaking wet, leaking fuel like crazy from up in there. And you can see our puddle down here. Before we go in getting all crazy about starting it, we're gonna pull that down, replace that gasket so we don't stand in a pile of fuel while we're trying to start it. Arts and crafts time here. We're having to make our gasket and create a seal on that. And yeah. I've got Clint from BAS on the phone here. Hey Clint, this is Jimmy. How you doing, man?
Hey man, what's going on?
Hey, so we're stuck here in Texas. We got this Luscombe that the fuel strainer's leaking like a sieve, and I'm hoping that you have something in stock. Can you check to see if you've got that fuel strainer for that thing?
Yes sir, I do. It's $40. I can get it to you right now.
$40. That's probably the cheapest airplane part in a long time. Yeah, heck yeah, we need it. Can you overnight it?
I'll get it out right now, sir.
Sweet. Thank you, Clint. I've got the address. I send it over to you, and we'll see the part tomorrow.
I'm gonna handle.
Awesome. Bye. Okay. I hope this is the part that's the right fit. Oh, is it gonna be the right size? Ooh, that, my friends, looks like we got a winner. That looks like the exact same size, so hopefully we'll be able just to switch out this bottom part, get rid of that, because this is our issue right here, is that thing right there. Heck yes. Boom, shaka. Okay, you want me to turn it on, the fuel, and see if that sucker
Much more better.
stays not leaking?
Yeah, let's kick it on and see what it does.
Yep. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
That's got a small leak. Go in there. If he has a straight, then we'll be able to use this. And the one that's on there is not the same as that one for where the fitting is, because that fitting comes out of the side.
The gasket fell off. Let me just try this one off now. Just to...
That looks pretty solid. Turn the fuel on again.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Fuel coming on.
Yep. Shut it off.
Off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Turned off. You blow out of the top again?
Yep. Same thing.
What about setting it in there like this? Actually, I guess we can go like that. Taking that primer line off of this side, and then this is a flexible hose. It can come off of this and then it'll be too close to the fuel. Now here's a thought as well. When we tighten it too much, forcing the gasket to fold and go down in it. Just a hair.
This guy's just a hair different, and that would explain why it's a little tighter going up on. That's why my other thought. I don't like it, but it's a thought. I'm knocking this down.
Nope. Since we're still having issues with the carburetor bowl right there, we're gonna go ahead and do the compression check. Even though it's supposed to be done with a really hot engine, we're like, let's just throw it on there cold, see where our baseline is, just to see where we're going. And so far, the first one, 75. That is a very, very good sign. Throw in the comments, do you think all 4 of these cylinders are gonna check out okay, or are we gonna need some love on some of them?
Right on 80, and we're holding at about 70.
75?
75. Well, yeah, we can go about 75.
Shoot cold, send it, done.
We got equal, still got a little bit of lag. That's at 50 and 46. Going straight up.
Holy cow, this one's doing really good.
That's at 70. Whoop, right there, went to 75, 76.
Heck yeah, man, we'll take that all day, baby. So far, that's pretty good. And if that's doing this well cold, when it hasn't ran in a month, a little over a month, then that's mucho good.
That's at 70 and we're at 40. Holding. 70 and 40. Yeah, it's on the exhaust.
Yeah. So we got number 3 that's, or number 2 that's gonna be needing something loving. Clear problem.
You're at 76.
That's really good.
76, 40.
Boom.
I'm not even, I don't want to touch it.
Yep, give it a run.
Get it hot, because cold. Well, granted the other's cold but good, but run it, let everything get lubricated, kind of unsettle itself. Come back, check it again. If it is low, I'll tinker on it then. If not,
Florida man saves Texas airplane. Video title. To the surprise of absolutely no one, we ran into another small glitch. There was a 90 on there, and we're just gonna take that sucker off and see if those threads are gonna be the same. Here's an old timer trick. We have to bend into a 90 without kinking it, and the old trick, use a socket. So we roll it around this so that it doesn't kink. Don't mess it up. There you go, whack-a-mole. Look at that. Here, show to the boys and girls. Gasket number 6. 100, yeah. Does it feel like it's sealed nicely? All right, ready?
ready?
Fuel on. And I heard it fill up.
You got one down below. No, that's from the other.
Noggin or whatever the guys do.
Like, if Waffle House closes, you know that it is a truly bad hurricane. If Waffle House is still open, you'll be just.
Yeah, but you're upstate. I mean,
Or mid-state right on the coast.
yeah, you would stay on coast.
So we get, granted, I'm not in a flood zone, but we get a good portion of it. You know, there's no doubt about that.
The only thing I regret when I was there was I couldn't go to Key West. Just for fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't have the time.
if you go to Key West, you gotta go to Ball Street.
Do the things.
You got your flashlight?
What do you got? You got a trip?
But it's not coming from there. That's not oil. That's oil being rinsed off by fuel. What we think is the float inside the carburetor is stuck, and that needle in there keeps it sealed, and because of the old gas and other things, there's gunk in there holding it open. Is it coming out of the throttle body part of it, or is it?
It looks like it is just a smidge, but it's not fast enough to.
Not to make that grip.
Fuel line looks dry.
Yes. Everything we mess with has been dry.
See it. I wiped it dry with a rag, and you can literally see the fuel just kind of seeping through and soaking up.
One of two things. Running it, we'll get enough fuel flowing through there and move that float. Maybe.
Because these aren't like marbles.
It doesn't have a normal needle and seat in there?
It's normal needle and seed, but they're very, very touchy. If you breathe the wrong way, they sink the float.
I still think we should try and run it anyways.
Well, we got to because of the.
Yeah.
The idea is we got it stopped leaking so we can run it.
Right.
I'm thinking with some
Unless you really-
fuel flushing through it.
But I don't think we're going to flush anything out of it. Not where it's located.
I don't know how exactly this carburetor's set up. That's the thing. So at that point, we're gonna put the filter back in. Gotta put the plug back in. Close the cowlings, push out. Ready, break.
We moved the airplane, didn't we?
Watch camera.
Fuel off. Here, step out of the way if that sucker is actually full.
Well, I've never seen cork do that before that's brand new. I mean, literally brand new. I just put this in. And it's almost like this cork isn't meant for fuel, but that's what it is that I have. So we do have a rubber gasket, and we're gonna see, let's see if we can get that to work.
Ready to turn on?
Go.
Yeah. There
There
it
you
goes.
go.
Fuel off.
Okay, go ahead, turn it on.
No, it's stuck.
No. We got fuel here. You're good.
Yeah, okay. You can keep it on.
Keep it on, let's watch it.
Like we said, no fuel leaks whatsoever, because he definitely did not take a different gasket and trim it to fit. Did not do that. Nope. But now miraculously the carburetor's not leaking anyway. That's what we like. 77-year-old airplane, self-curing. That's why they last so long. I say before we give it time to act up anymore, let's pull this thing out and see if we can't get it started. What do you think? So, let's do it. Well, you guys know what to do. Throw in the comments your guess how many throws it's going to take to get this thing started. My guess, 3. I'm feeling optimistic on this one. What do you think, Jesse?
What did you say? You said 3?
I said 3. Don't price is right, man.
You knew it. 10.
10.
Yeah, 10 throws. Let's see.
Can I get a clear prop? I'll take that.
I don't even know what that is. It's so light, so light, so simple. Alright, here we go. It's idling at 400 RPM.
And it likes it, which is weird.
What the heck? I have never seen an engine idle this low and be perfectly comfortable with it. What? I feel like we're at the tractor,
Yeah.
plowing a field. That's what I'm talking about. We're in the money on this airplane right here. The thing came out perfect. And the annual on this is super easy. I think we'll be able to have the annual done by the end of this week. And these and the Cub will be good to go flying out of here. That one, though, that one.
Just go back this way.
Yeah, that's better. That's much better. But hey, we got another one started, another one running with Jesse working his magic. No fuel leaks. See? Boom. Legitimately, I'm excited. And this is one I actually would fly back to Florida. It's 100% more comfortable than the Cub.
This adventure is just getting started. So they're already a day behind schedule, and these airplanes haven't been started in decades. And sure, they are miles away from the parts they need. However, one thing about Jimmy and Jesse, they make things happen. Sometimes it's skill, sometimes it's blind luck, and sometimes it's a miracle.